the biggest development that took place today in the top court, the Supreme Court has granted interim bail to Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal in a money laundering case lodged by the Enforcement Directorate in the alleged liquor scam, but he will remain in jail as he is in CBI's custody in a related matter. The top court, though, has said that it is up to Kejriwal to decide if he should continue as Chief Minister. The Supreme Court said it is conscious of the fact that Arvind Kejriwal is an elected leader, while also noting that Kejriwal has suffered incarceration for over 90 days. It also referred the questions pertaining to legality of his arrest in the Enforcement Directorate case to a larger bench. The court said since the matter is concerned with the right to life and the issue of arrest has been referred to a larger bench, Kejriwal be released on interim bail. So that's what the court said. And some conditions also have been set for Arvind Kejriwal's bail. The top court framed 3 questions related to power, necessity of arrest under Section 19 of the Prevention of Money Laundering Act and policy of arrest by the ED. Aam Aadmi Party is claiming vindication over the interim bail to Arvind Kejriwal.
उनको पता था कि राउज एवेन्यू कोर्ट से जमानत मिल गई है, उनको पता था कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट से भी जमानत मिल जाएगी, इसीलिए उन्होंने एक और षड्यंत्र रचा और सुप्रीम कोर्ट में जिस दिन अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की जमानत का केस आना था, उससे पिछले दिन अपने एक और राजनीतिक हथियार सीबीआई से अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को गिरफ्तार करवा दिया.
Let's open this up and go across to our guests. We're joined by Amit Tiwari, spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and we have Huda Zariwala, political analyst on the broadcast. Good evening to both of you. Amit Tiwari, Aam Aadmi Party is claiming vindication. Aam Aadmi Party today is using this development to hit out at the Bharatiya Janata Party, saying that the truth will eventually come out.
Definitely, that's their standard operating procedure. Whenever there is any order which comes in their favor, obviously they start leveling baseless allegations and try to create a false narrative. Now, let me clarify the situation for the viewers. What was the petition pending before the Honorable Supreme Court? After his arrest, Kejriwal filed a petition in the High Court, thereafter before the Honorable Supreme Court, saying that please declare that the powers exercised by the ED and the arrest of Mr. Arvind Kejriwal is illegal. Now, it was not a bail application. It's purely a petition seeking declaration of arrest as illegal. Now, the court, after hearing both the sides, framed certain questions of law. It does happen in Supreme Court multiple times. When it frames certain questions of law, which you just repeated, that whether the need or necessity to arrest should be read as a condition in Section 19 of PMLA or not, these are the questions that have been framed. After framing the questions, the matter is referred to larger bench. Whenever, whether it is in civil case or a criminal case, whenever the matter is referred to a larger bench, the court generally either in civil cases stays the proceeding or in criminal cases where a person is inside the prison, releases the person on interim bail because it might take some time for a larger bench to decide the issue. But what is the Aam Aadmi Party doing today? They are saying that the truth has achieved. They are claiming that the Arvind Kejriwal is innocent and has been falsely implicated in the case. I asked 3 questions. Has the Supreme Court declared that the arrest is illegal? No. Has the Supreme Court declared that yes, Mr. Kejriwal is innocent? No. Has the Supreme Court declared that the liquor scam has not taken place? No. Rather, on the contrary, Supreme Court has very categorically said that we have not held anything on bail, we have not considered bail, we are not saying anything on the merits of the case. Secondly, if the political narrative that they are trying to portray, that Mr. Kejriwal is innocent and Aam Aadmi Party has won the battle, and purely it's a vindictive one.
Let me take a rebuttal from Huda Zariwala. No comments have come on the merit of the case. Nothing has been said in terms of, a clean chit to Arvind Kejriwal. So then how is this a vindication?
Well, obviously, this is a clear case of witch hunt because let us not forget that the Prevention of Corruption Act is governed by the CRPC, which is again a matter of a right of bail. Now, in this matter, where, the ED could not really establish any proceeds of crime, could not build any connection with the actual corruption that has happened, establish a money trail, that in fact the corruption was done by Arvind Kejriwal ji. So in this case, obviously, all the tall claims by the ED, pertaining to the fact that they, in fact, have proof against him, the crime was actually committed by Arvind Kejriwal.
Speaking as if Huda Zariwala, the courts have already declared that one second. You are talking as if the courts already have declared have passed verdicts and judgments that the Enforcement Directorate has not been able to prove their case. That has not happened. The case has not been closed.
Absolutely, but let us not forget that the PMLA Act itself, is referred to. The Section 19 has been asked to revisit by the larger bench. The whole PMLA Act in this case, wherein the burden of proof was on the accused, in this case, Arvind Kejriwalji. He was granted bail by the lower court, the Rouse Avenue Court, and even before the bail could actually be put into picture, obviously the ED had gone to the higher court, and now the Supreme Court has said that the bail stands, in place. I mean, Arvind Kejriwalji is granted interim bail. Also, let us not forget that the Rouse Avenue Court had said that the ED is acting out of clear bias. The ED does not have any proof to sort of, prove that whatever tall claims that they're making against Arvind Kejriwalji stand correct. So in this case, and now we have seen how the CBI is acting at the behest of the BJP.
But
is behind Arvind
while you're talking about the observations, Congress leader Abhishek Dutt already has said that Arvind Kejriwal should step down given the corruption charges against him. The court did not direct any such thing, but put the ball in Arvind Kejriwal's court.
Well, Arvind Kejriwalji does not need to step down. He is here by a popular people's mandate. The People's Representation Act of 1951 clearly states that he can stay in power. He has the full authority and the right to stay in power, because let us not forget that the ED is not able to prove anything against him.
Okay.
This is not a case that's going on for now.
This is your own ally. This is your own ally. This is AAP's ally saying that he should step down. Okay. All right. Let me in fact bring in Amit Tiwari. Please respond.
Ma'am, first of all, there are two important things. I was completing that point. If today, merely because the Honorable Supreme Court has granted interim bail, does it mean that he is innocent? If the Aam Aadmi Party is claiming that he is innocent, then they should also answer whether Mr. Manish Sisodia is innocent or guilty, because the Supreme Court, the same court, has dismissed the bail application of Mr. Manish Sisodia, holding a prima facie case, holding a money trail to the extent of rupees 333 crore. So, when the bail is granted, interim bail is granted, they try to project that there is innocence. So, they should also admit that there is a liquor scam done by Mr. Manish Sisodia. Mr. Manish Sisodia is involved. Second point of stepping down. The constitutional framers never thought or never contemplated of a situation that a sitting chief minister can be in jail. Therefore, there are no provisions in the constitution. There are no provisions in the RP Act. Now, ma'am is talking about RP Act. RP Act does deal with certain circumstances, but here is a case where the excise policy was framed by a government. So, if Mr. Arvind Kejriwal does not step down, which he should, taking morality, but if he does not step down, he will have the access of all the files that are there in the excise department pertaining to the excise policy. It is probably for this reason that the Supreme Court has specifically laid down a condition that you will not enter Delhi Secretariat, you will not sign anything unless it is so required to be sent to the Lieutenant Governor, you will not deal with the CM office. So these are specific cases. A, he is involved in corruption. B, yes, 100 crore kickbacks were taken. C, there are evidence. ED has filed the charge sheet, and please remember, the court today has also said specifically that regular bail application will be decided
that the BJP is only citing observations that go against Kejriwal. They are not citing observations of the special court, and before he was to walk out of jail,
yes, that's right.
That order was paused. That order was paused, and all of a sudden the agency sprung into action, and he was questioned in the CBI case a year ago.
Absolutely, and even when the CBI came into questioning,
See, please understand.
Let us
CBI.
In this case,
let Amit Tiwari complete. I'll come to you for a counter. Huda Zariwala, just give us a minute. Go ahead.
No. CBI, see, whenever you need to arrest somebody, CBI gave particular explanation before the Honorable Court that he was in interim bail. We did not arrest him because that would have defeated the entire purpose of the Supreme Court order. Therefore, now we have collected material. We are about to close our investigation. We need to confront him with certain documents, evidences, witnesses. Therefore, we are requiring his custody. And please don't forget, if today's order is victory for them, the same very court, the trial court, whose order they were flashing when they got bail in the ED case, the same trial court sent Arvind Kejriwal to the custody of the CBI, then the court was wrong. Then they say the court was wrong, but when the court gives them the bail, the court becomes right and the victory is going. So CBI and ED, they both are different agencies. They will decide their own course of actions independently, and they will have to place everything before the court of law. The court of law will decide. It has nothing to do with BJP, and we are not a complainant here. The complainant is their own ally Congress. BJP has nothing to do.
Okay,
ED
quick
will
rebuttal.
take action, CBI
Quick
will take
rebuttal
action
from Huda
according to
Zariwala.
law,
Quick rebuttal.
and that matter will be placed
In
before
the
the Supreme
case-
Court, High Court or Trial Court.
Okay, in the case of ED, the PMLA Act was invoked, wherein the burden of proof lies upon the accused, in this case, Arvind Kejriwal ji. But with the case of CBI, it is
I'll
the
answer
CBI
this.
that in fact needs to, put a proof or give a proof in the courts that why they in fact need to have Arvind Kejriwal ji arrested, on what grounds. So the burden of proof in this case lies upon the CBI. The ED cannot prove anything against Arvind Kejriwal ji at this point in time, which is why the lower court, the Rouse Avenue Court, had granted him a bail at that point in time, which was obviously challenged, in the High Court. And now the Supreme Court has okayed that bail. In a way, it is the Supreme Court telling the lower courts that yes, Arvind Kejriwal ji has complete grounds for bail. Obviously, he doesn't need to resign. That is a call that only he can make. It is upon the discretion of the party, upon Arvind Kejriwal ji himself. But since nothing has been proven against him, it is clearly, the entire mandate that BJP was giving out, that Arvind Kejriwal ji needs to, step down on moral grounds, on whatever grounds it is that they wanted him to step down upon. Let us not forget that he has been granted interim bail now by the
But
Supreme
Huda
Court.
Zariwala, again,
Second
let me
time
remind you,
around,
it's not just
second
the
time
Bharatiya
around.
Janata Party,
Now the
not just the
CBI.
Bharatiya Janata Party. Now your own ally is making similar demands.
That may be the case, but then we are going well into elections, at the beginning of this year. The 2025 MLA legislative elections are around the corner in Delhi. The BJP, the Congress and the Aam Aadmi Party obviously run in these elections, contest for
So
these
if it
elections
is
as
okay,
separate
so the elections decide what the stand of the party is going to be, because when he was put behind bars, the Congress party said, see, opposition leaders are being handpicked and put behind bars. This is how the BJP is using the agencies now. One of your own allies saying that he should step down on moral grounds. So elections decide what the stand of these parties is going to be. Thank you very much, Mr. Tiwari and Huda Zariwala, for joining us. Thank you for joining us with your perspective. With that, we're stepping into a short time.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.